Sims, principles over passions. But that's fine.
No, I'm,
Principles over passion.
okay, somebody
sir.
wrote it on here wrong, I guess.
That's okay. That's okay. Good morning again. My name is Shane Sims, and I'm also Executive Director of People Living in Recovery. And what we are is a 501c3 nonprofit located in Athens, Georgia, that provides services to individuals and families that suffer from substance use disorder, mental health, and homelessness challenges. And specific to today, also, we deal with reentering citizens. I'm also the founder of Principal Passion Consultancy, and we're a specialized firm that provides support and also collaboration and consultancies to returning citizen or criminal justice involved individuals, as well as organizations and institutions that are touch points for these individuals. We have a primary focus on behavioral health issues through Principal of Passion Consultancy, and that kind of segues into my presentation before you today. Specifically about programs, about 2.5 years ago, my office was contacted by the Vera Institute of Justice, and the Vera had gotten our organization name, my name specifically, and the District Attorney of Athens Clarke County about our collaboration and work together. And what the Vera Institute said is that they're funding prosecutors and nonprofit organizations across the country. I think there were 10 in total that have proven relationships in order to create diversionary programs for individuals charged with felony offenses. And the premise is that a diversionary program for misdemeanor offenses existed all across the country, but there were very few for felony offenses. And they're finding that individuals that commit felony offenses were more open and susceptible to the life-changing effects of diversionary program, but just didn't qualify for it. And so real
quick,
yes, sir.
could you spell the name of the group that reached into you?
Vera Institute.
Vera?
Yes, sir.
V-E-R-A?
V-E-R-A.
Okay, I think
Yes,
I am
sir.
familiar with them. Yes, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And so the District Attorney's Office and myself worked together to create a diversionary program, which today is called Principal of Passion program. But that program focused specifically on an individual that were criminal justice involved to the extent that their charges had risen to felony offenses. Most had started out as misdemeanors. And the program is taking place in the Athens Clarke County Jail. I would go in and meet with a group of guys, usually about 20, and it's broken down to 10 people in each group, and have an 8-week, 3-day-a-week program facilitation with them. When I meet with the guys, the premises is that the ACEs study got it right. In mid-90s, the ACEs concluded that children that have 2 or more unresolved instances of trauma are more likely to commit criminal offenses, more likely to engage in early promiscuity, more than likely to end up in the criminal justice system, and have up to 25 years of their life expectancy cut down. And I knew this to be true not just from a professional standpoint, but also from lived experience. That was actually my experience. During my senior year of high school in Athens, instead of going off to college to West Georgia to be a physical therapist as planned, I found myself being sentenced to life plus 15 years in prison for accessory charges. And it wasn't until after my sentencing, standing in my cell one day, that I connected the dots for myself. And of course, this is before the conclusion of the study of ACE's study. And I remember standing in my cell this night, looking out this small glass window to Lexington Road, and realizing that I would probably never see that road again. And I remember just tears rolling down my eyes. And the tears did not necessarily come from me bemoaning the fact that I had gotten into this situation, but it came from the realization that I knew why I was so hurt, why I was so angry. And it traced back to a very traumatic experience with my parents at about the age of 12. And it was me coming upon my parents doing the drug of crack cocaine. And in context, the crack cocaine epidemic was in full-blown operation then. And I remember my peers' parents falling victim, or parents falling victim. And I remember at one point thinking that, my mom and dad must be, Superman and Superwoman, because we still had Christmases, we still engaged in social activities. And one evening, while in the hallway of my home, I actually peeped into a room and I saw my parents doing the drug of crack cocaine. And that really changed the trajectory of my life. I was able to maintain, because school was easy for me. I was a sociable kid. However, that anger persisted, that hurt persisted, that longing to belong persisted until my senior year in high school. And I kind of came at this fork in the road, whereas either I was going to give into that hurt or I was going to overcome it, but I did not have the proper support